back to the 13 Films of Halloween on Filmmaster Reviews. I'm Adam J. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Insidious movies. Or at least the ones I've seen. Maybe it was all the hype that turned me off of it, but I didn't think Insidious and Insidious 2 were really all that scary. Like I was just pointing out with Hereditary, when Insidious came out, everyone was hyping me up for it, and I saw it and went, really? That's it? That was it? I was not impressed, and I do not say that lightly, because I absolutely adore James Wan as a director. And I certainly found the movies well directed, but I didn't think that they were as scary or really as interesting as everyone was hyping them up to be. I liked the second one a little more because it explored the idea of the further a lot better than the first film. It still really wasn't scary to me, but it was a lot more interesting than seeing Darth Maul on roids climbing walls like he's fucking Spider-Man. It's dumb. I honestly skipped the third one altogether. I saw the trailers and it really didn't impress me too much, so... Now, despite not really caring for the films, if there's one thing I can say about those movies that I honestly love, it is Lin Shaye's character, Elise Rayner. The medium who is able to see the further and help the people out of it. I love this character, I love this actress, and Insidious: The Last Key, despite its bad reviews, immediately interested me because this movie was a prequel all about her. My favorite character in a series of films that didn't really interest me was actually getting her own film, so hell, I was down. Yes, I was excited to see an Insidious movie for once. Shocking, I know. So I saw the movie, and to be honest, I kind of enjoyed it. I didn't think it was awful. I did not think it was a bad movie by any stretch. That being said, it's not really great either. James Wan did not return to direct this film, and it does show, but no surprise to me, the one thing that does make this movie shine as bright as it does is Lin Shaye. This is a movie that focuses all on her, her past, her troubled childhood, her scarring moments that led her to do what she does now. Because it focuses primarily on her, Shaye is able to give her best performance of the series, and she just owns every scene. Whether it be a suspenseful moment or an emotional scene, I found her incredible. In this film, Elise goes back to her old childhood home. This home left her scarred as a child, and we discover that her childhood was actually pretty messed up, and especially in regards to her father. There are some seriously dark elements in the film that make it stand out amongst the others in the franchise. The other films have some dark elements, but Insidious: The Last Key deals more with personal demons, as we learn more about Elise's family troubles growing up. The opening of this film is fantastic, where we see Elise as a young child and all the torment she went through. A lot of it is actually very unsettling. So I enjoyed the story, I loved the lead performance, I even enjoyed some of the side performances, especially from Bruce Davison, who portrays Elise's brother in the film. Some of the scares are decent. Adam Robitel does a pretty decent job directing this film and setting up atmosphere. Elise's childhood home is made great use of. So from my point of view, there's a lot of great elements to this film, but there's also some pretty, let's just say, not good elements. Probably the biggest thing, and it's something that all of these films are guilty of, is the fucking jump scares. There's actually plenty of creepy moments in this film that are completely undermined by jump scares. Then again, thinking about my recent experience with the absolute dumpster fire that was The Nun, I guess it could have been worse. Like, a lot worse. The comedy in this movie is also fucking terrible. Specs and Tucker are as annoying as they have ever been. This is like their crowning achievement of suck. There is actually a line in this movie where Tucker turns to Elise while speaking to someone, and he actually says this line. She's psychic. We're sidekick. That was at the beginning of the film, and the cringeworthy humor only got worse from there. It's actually kind of sad considering that Specs is played by Leigh Whannell, who also wrote all of these films. While I did love Elise's journey in this film, many elements of the second half involving her estranged family feel very thrown together and convoluted. I think Leigh Whannell is a good writer, and he and Robitel actually had me hooked with this at first, but the second half is nowhere near as well-rounded or well-written as the first half, and it felt like the both of them were kind of running out of steam towards the end. There's also one particular moment at the very end that really pissed me off. But I won't reveal it here, I'll reveal it after I give my rating because, you know, spoilers and all that shit. Overall, I in no way think that this movie is perfect, but I really dug it for the most part. The first half is definitely better than the second, despite the cringe-inducing humor, but some decent scares, some good atmosphere, and Lin Shaye's performance, as well as her character's journey in the film, really held it together for me. Some things really bothered me in the second half, but I still found this movie enjoyable. I in no way think it's deserving of a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sorry, this deserves a fresh rating for Lin Shaye's performance alone. I'm giving Insidious: The Last Key a C+. Let me talk about what got this movie a C+ instead of a B-, which would have been its grade had it not been for this final scene. Now, the whole movie, Elise's entire journey in this film, is her overcoming the demons of her past and realizing that helping people with her gift is her true calling. That no matter what dangers lie ahead of her, she will always be there to combat them. That's wonderful, and this movie does a good job with that. However, you kind of undermine that entire story arc when you reveal that this takes place directly before the first film. Not a couple years, not a couple months, directly fucking before it. Why is this a bad thing? Because we know that Elise dies in the first film! So, she literally went through all of this torment and finally found peace just so she could die like a couple days later? I'm sorry, that completely undermined her story in this for me. I would have been okay if she had a few years before the first film, but to have her character go through everything she goes through in here, reconnecting with her family after God knows how many years, only for us to know that she's gonna die in like a day? Felt like such a slap in the face to a great character. Some people might not see this as a big deal, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. Thank you all for watching, and please join me for the rest of the 13 films of Halloween right here on Filmmaster Reviews.
I am gonna find it, and I'm gonna finish it.
Hey guys, I'm just here to let you know that whatever you do, the TV pilot that I worked on and co-starred in is now available to all of you on Amazon. The link for it is down in the description box. Please enjoy it, and please let us know what you think of it. It's something that me and a lot of people spend a great deal of time working on, so we truly hope that you enjoy it. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.
Die. I don't want to be the hero. He came back to life. Okay? And he attacked me.